First thing that we're going to talk about is this $79 million increase for favorite healthcare staffing for the migrant crisis. Now, do you guys remember favorite healthcare is already getting paid, if I'm not mistaken, $90 million for this? They're getting paid $90 million, and Mayor Johnson just increased it to $79 million. $79 million. Shout out to y'all killing those combos. That's what's good.
We're going to start with these staggering new numbers and the rising cost of the city's migrant crisis. Aldermen today got an update on the current conditions and the challenges that lie ahead. But one item that was on the agenda did not happen. Investigative reporter Bennett Haberly joins us now with what was and was not discussed in City Council today. Bennett?
Yeah, Stefan, we were expecting to hear from Favorite Healthcare Staffing, that Kansas-based company that's been paid millions to staff the city's shelters, but they didn't testify. Tonight, we've learned the mayor's office plans to use $79 million in COVID relief funds to help pay for costs associated with Favorite.
We've heard reports of inadequate food, bed bug and rodent infestations.
Hey, look, hold on real quick. Hey, we gotta call Miss Nisi out. The bot called her out and said Miss Nisi ruined the times 22 combo. Oh man, that's hilarious, man. Yo, shout out to everybody, man. If you guys haven't smashed that like button yet, please take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel and you're watching, take a moment, hit that bell. Also, please make sure that you guys share the stream to your social media. We got 19 people watching and we got 12 likes. Let's try to get the likes to 20 if we can.
A lack of containment for infectious diseases.
Noticeably absent from Tuesday's council committee hearing, Favorite Healthcare Staffing, the Kansas-based company, was on the agenda but was not called to testify. The explanation from the committee chair, a lack of timing.
The meeting of the Committee on Immigrant and Refugee Rights is now adjourned.
Despite a nearly 3-hour-long hearing.
That being said, there is going to be a meeting scheduled with our committee and Favorite to kind of get a better understanding of what their process is.
Alderman Andre Vasquez says the company could be called to a future hearing. NBC5 Investigates found the company has been awarded another pay increase of $79 million.
So now, look, where's this pay increase coming from, guys? Shout out to my man AB Promotions and shout out to Kiko. What's good with y'all? Where's this pay increase coming from? You guys remember when they did the investigation on Favorite Staffing and they found that Favorite Staffing was getting paid $90 million? Now look at this. They got a pay increase. What did they get this pay increase for? They're complaining about the conditions of the shelters. They saying that the migrants are getting sick. This is all taxpayer funded. This is all taxpayer funded.
Long hearing.
That being said, there is going to be a meeting scheduled with our committee and Favorite.
Yeah, that's facts, Chris. Shout out to you, by the way, bro.
Alderman Andre Vasquez says the company could be called to a future hearing. NBC5 Investigates found the company has been awarded another pay increase of $79 million, signed by Mayor Brandon Johnson last week. It now brings the total value of Favorite's contract to more than $149 million.
You think that amount, this final amount of this Favorite contract could be what caused Brandon Johnson an anxiety attack? Him signing this check, knowing that he don't have the money for it? You guys think that could possibly be what caused him that anxiety attack? If you guys think that that's what caused him that anxiety attack, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't, give me a thumbs down.
Value of Favorite's contract to more than $149 million. Shelter conditions have been a concern for both migrants and volunteers, especially in wake of videos like this and the December death of 5-year-old Jean Carlos Martinez Rivero.
It was conflated in many ways that the child died as a result of being in that shelter. There's no evidence to that. We don't know yet why that child passed away, but there is an investigation underway, and as soon as we have that closure, we will be able to share a conclusion to that.
Alders were given an update on the latest figures. There's been a recent lull in the number of buses that arrive at the city's landing zone.
Shout out to Kevin. What's good with it, bro?
This is an ongoing, effort.
Mayor Brandon Johnson on Monday announced the city would again postpone enforcing its 60-day shelter stay limit policy.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. These 60-day evictions were supposed to be enforced, right? Brandon Johnson not only gave away the $70 million to favorite staffing for these migrant crisis, but in addition to that, they took away the 60-day shelter eviction law, suspended it temporarily. How many of you all have been broke and your landlord has given you an extension on your 30-day notice or on your eviction? If you guys have enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys have not, give me a thumbs down. What I find wild about this is that they have all of these social safety nets, all of these benefit programs, all of these ease of access things for the migrants, yet I highly doubt that any of this is available for the people of Chicago. You know what I mean? I appreciate you being here, Kevin. Appreciate you, bro.
Meaning thousands of migrants set to be evicted this week will be able to stay in their shelters into the spring. But there are concerns for what may lie ahead. The city is spending $1.5 million a day on the...
Shout out to Ms. Nisi for being a ducket enforcer. Ms. Nisi being a ducket enforcer and a bot enforcer. Make sure y'all show Ms. Nisi some love. Ms. Nisi said, I'm sorry, Rob. I'm just kidding. The bots be hilarious. Don't even trip. You good. Don't even trip. It's all good. Don't even trip. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys show Miss Nisi some love. Throw some radiation emoji and some flames in the chat for Miss Nisi. Yeah, big fact. Shout out to my man Cameron. We got the Scream sponsor. We got the first Scream sponsor.
Crisis. Of the 14,000 migrants in the shelters, only half, or 7,500 of them, are eligible for housing assistance. And today,
hey Cameron, you said stream. Nah, look, we about to make it ratchet. It's the Scream. It's the same way it's the Scrimp and the Screet. Man, we got the first Scream sponsor. Yeah, that's facts. Shout out to D. Thomas. D. Thomas said homeless black constituents are sleeping on the streets and trains. Facts. Without the grace of a 60-day eviction notice in any kind of shelter for them. You know what I'm saying? That's big facts.
only 1,000 work permits have been issued.
Is the city concerned about the real possibility of how many of these people could end up homeless?
We are doing everything to mitigate against increasing numbers of people who are experiencing homelessness. And so as we talk with the state and the county about that, it is a consideration.
And the deputy mayor for immigrants, migrants, and refugees says the city is advocating for what she called more flexible federal dollars that could be used for housing, transportation, and healthcare costs for migrants. But when and if those dollars...
Let me ask you guys this question. If you compare how much money was spent on the migrants versus how much money was spent on actual infrastructure for the city and reinvesting into the constituents and the people in the city, who do you think got more reinvestment from the taxpayer dollars?
Arrive is still uncertain. By the way, we did reach out to Favorite about that spending increase. The spokeswoman referred questions back to the mayor's office.
Interesting, Bennett. So I know I'm grateful that you're staying on top of the story, but have we even heard from Favorite up until now?
Up until now, we've asked repeatedly to talk with someone from Favorite. So far, they've declined all of our interview requests.
Now, let me ask you guys this question. Why is Favorite so secretive? Shout out to Kelly. What's good with it, Kelly? Why is Favorite so secretive? Favorite is not being cooperative with the questioning.